Think Again, Pot 45, Dances with Foes, and we are talking about the strength of weak opinions. And we've got an honest interview where the interviewer asked her a question: where do you see yourself in 5 years? And the answer was taking your job and asking better interview questions. What a style. Next question: why do you want this job? Answer: to earn money so I can buy food so I don't die. Very plain answer. Next question: how do you handle pressure? Answer: an even mix of angry outburst and shutting down completely. Question: what are your goals? Answer: to earn money so I can buy food so I don't die. This is an answer to the previous question as well. Why do you want this job? And what are your goals? So you want this job and this is your goal. The same answers to both of the questions. Last question. We will be in touch with you. It's not a question, in fact, it's just a bid farewell. We will be in touch with you. And the answer is, I'm never hearing from you again. Am I? It is, in fact, a very honest interview and a great analysis of the uh, reality between an employer and an employee. The natural starting point would be to emphasize your strengths and downplay your weakness. As Michael Scott deadpanned on The Office, I work too hard, I care too much, and sometimes I can be too invested in my job. But Michelle Henson did the opposite, taking a page out of the George Costanza playbook on Seinfeld. My name is George. I'm unemployed. I live with my parents. Rather than trying to hide her shortcomings, Michelle opened with them. I'm probably not the candidate you've been envisioning. Her cover letter began: I don't have a decade of experience as a product manager, nor am I a certified financial planner. After establishing the drawbacks of her case, she emphasized a few reasons to hire her anyway. I'm going to read this cover letter for you, and it will explain a lot. Let's read it. But what I do have are skills that can't be taught. I take ownership of the project far beyond my pay grade and what is in my defined scope of responsibilities. I don't wait for people to tell me what to do and go seek for myself what needs to be done. I invest myself deeply in my projects, and it shows in everything I do, from my projects at work to my projects I undertake my own time at night. I'm entrepreneurial, I get things done, and I know I would make an excellent right hand for the co founder leading this project. I love breaking new ground and starting with blank slate, and any of the previous bosses would be able to attest to these traits. That's all for the cover letter, and now I read the content from the book, Dances with Foes. A week later, a recruiter contacted her for a phone screen, and then she had another phone screen with the team. On the call, she asked about the experiments they had run recently that had surprised them. The question itself surprised the team. They ended up talking about times when they were sure they were right, but were the later proven wrong. Michelle got the job, thrived, and was promoted to lead the product development. This success isn't unique to her. There is evidence that people are more interested in hiring candidates who acknowledge legitimate weaknesses as opposed to bragging or humble bragging. Even after recognizing that she was fighting up an uphill battle, Michelle didn't go on defense or offense. She didn't preach her qualification or prosecute the problems with job description. That's the strength.